Welcome to the KIBBE Body Types quiz. Are you ready to discover your yin-yang balance and find your KIBBE body type? Have you ever feel like some outfits just don't work for you? This video might have the answers. By the end of this video, you will know your KIBBE body type, from your physical self to your bone structure and even your facial features. If you are dramatic, romantic, natural, gamine, or classic. Stick around because by the end of this quiz, you will have a clear picture of your body type. KIBBE Body Types is a system developed by a man named David Kibbe, and he is a genius. This man published a book in 1980s, and this system is a super helpful tool in finding your personal style. This quiz is taken from the book itself, which is Metamorphosis, and it is the original quiz which Kibbe has published in his book. I have put a lot of effort into making this quiz easy and insightful so that you can find your KIBBE body type and embrace your unique features. So let's start the quiz without any further ado. Bone structure. My vertical line is not your height. We are looking for how tall you appear to be. A. Long. People always think I'm taller than I really am. B. Moderately long. People sometimes guess I'm slightly taller, but not by very much. C. Moderate. People usually guess my height correctly or aren't at all surprised by it. D. Smallish. People usually guess I'm slightly smaller and my curvy figure is more noticeable than my height. E. Petite. It's very obvious to everyone that I'm small in stature. The shape of my shoulders is best described as A. Narrow, sharp. B. Broad, blunt. C. Symmetrical, even. D. Sloped but tapered. E. Sloped and rounded. The length of my arms and legs is best described as A. Elongated, narrow. B. Elongated, broad. C. Moderate in even proportion to my height and upper torso. D. Small, slightly shortish. E. Small, very short in proportion to my height and upper torso. The size and shape of my hands and feet are best described as A. Long and narrow. B. Large and broad. C. Moderate, neither long, broad, delicate, nor small. D. Small, narrow, delicate. E. Small and slightly wide. Body type. Flesh. The overall shape of my body is described as A. Long, lean, sinewy. B. Broad, tending towards muscular. C. Symmetrical, evenly proportioned. D. Very shapely, a delicate hourglass figure. E. Very soft, lushly curved, a ripe hourglass. My bust line / torso is best described as A. Flat, taut. I never seem to add flesh here, even when I'm overweight. B. Wide, broad. I tend to add a little flesh here when I'm overweight, but not much. C. Moderate, in even proportion to my waist and hips. D. Shapely curved, more prominent than my waistline. My torso is slightly short and I add flesh here, even overweight. E. Very prominent, lushly curved. Whether I'm thin or heavy, I'm always busty. My waistline is best described as A. Elongated but boyishly tapered. This is true even when I'm overweight. B. Elongated but tends to be very straight, if thin, but thick if overweight. C. Moderate, slightly defined but not overly cinched. D. Very small in proportion to my bust and hips. E. Softly defined but tends to be slightly wide. My hip line could be best described as A. Tapered, straight, boyish, narrow. However, I do tend to thicken here when I'm overweight. B. Straight, slightly tapered and slightly wide. Excess weight always seems to collect at my hips. D. Moderate in even proportion to my bust and waistline. D. Shapely and rounded, more pronounced than my waistline. E. Extremely soft and rounded, whatever my weight. The flesh on my upper arms and thighs could be best described as A. Long, lithe and sinewy. B. Elongated and tending toward muscular. C. Moderate, neither extremely soft nor extremely muscular or sinewy. D. Soft, slightly short. E. Very soft, slightly wide and fleshy, slightly short. Facial bones. The shape of my jawline is best described as A. Sharp, either very pointed, very prominent or very square. B. Broad or blunt, slightly wide. C. Moderate, symmetrical, neither wide, sharp nor rounded. D. Delicate, tapered, or slightly narrow. E. Rounded or softly wide. The shape of my nose is best described as A. Sharp or prominent. B. Broad or blunt but on the large side, possibly wide. C. Moderate, symmetrical, neither overly large nor overly rounded. D. Delicate, tapered, narrow. E. Rounded, softly wide but not large. The shape of my cheekbones are best described as A. High, prominent. B. Wide. C. Symmetrical, moderate. D. Delicate, narrow, slightly rounded. E. Rounded, softly wide, apple-cheeked. Facial features. The shape of my eyes is best described as A. Narrow, straight, closely spaced or almond-shaped. B. Narrow, straight, widely spaced. C. Evenly spaced, symmetrical, moderate size. D. Rounded, slightly close together, possibly slightly almond-shaped or upturned. E. Very round and very large. The shape of my lips is best described as A. Straight, narrow, sometimes described as thin-lipped. B. Straight, strong, slightly broad but not full. Moderate, evenly spaced, neither straight nor overly full. D. Slightly full and rounded. E. Very full, very rounded and very luscious. The flesh on my cheekbones could best be described as A. Taut and flat, even when I'm overweight. B. Fairly taut, but I do tend to get a little puffy when I put on weight. C. Moderate, soft, but not puffy. D. Soft and fleshy and may get extremely full with excess weight. E. Very soft, very fleshy, very round, even when I'm at my thinnest. Hair. A. Extremely finely textured, silky smooth, either straight or with a slight bend. B. Strongly textured, coarse, heavy, either thick and straight or wavy curly. C. Moderate texture, slightly wavy or with a bend. D. Moderately thick with bend, wave or curl. E. Extremely thick with lots of wave or curl with a soft surface. Scoring your yin-yang balance. If your dominant answers are in column A, your yin-yang balance is extremely sharp, yang. Your Kibbe image identity is dramatic. If your dominant answers are in column A, with several answers in column E as a strong secondary force, your yin-yang balance is bold yang with a pronounced yin undercurrent. Your Kibbe image identity is soft, dramatic. Note, to qualify for this theme, your bone structure should be more yang dominant, while your body type, flesh and features should be primarily yin. If your answers are dominant in column B with several answers from column A, your yin-yang balance is strong yang with blunt edges. Your Kibbe image identity is flamboyant natural. Note, to qualify for this theme, your bone structure should be strongly yang dominant, while your body type, flesh and facial features will be moderately yang dominant. If your answers are dominant in column B with several answers from column D and or E, your yin-yang balance is soft yang with a yin undercurrent. Your Kibbe image identity is soft natural. Note, to qualify for this theme, your bone structure should be moderately yang dominant, while your body type and facial features will be yin influenced. If your dominant answers are in column E with several other answers in A and or B, your yin-yang balance is balanced between the extremes with a yang influence. Your Kibbe image identity is dramatic classic. Note, to qualify for this theme, your body type, flesh and features should be primarily balanced between the extremes of yin and yang, while your bone structure should be more yang influenced. If your answers are dominant in column C with several answers in D and or E, your yin-yang balance is balanced with a yin influence. Your Kibbe image identity is soft classic. Note, to qualify for this theme, your bone structure should be primarily balanced between the extremes of yin and yang, while your body type and facial features should be more yin influenced. If your answers have nearly an equal mixture of opposite extremes from column A and E, while you have several other answers in column B, your yin-yang balance is combination of opposites, extra yang. Your Kibbe image identity is Flamboyant Gamine. Note, to qualify for this theme, your bone structure and body flesh should be yang dominant, while your features and stature are yin dominant. Your facial bones will be from strong yang side. If your answers have nearly an equal mixture of opposite extremes from column A and E, while you have several other answers in column D, your yin-yang balance is combination of opposites, extra yin. Your Kibbe image identity is soft Gamine. Note, to qualify for this theme, your bone structure should be yang dominant, while your body type flesh should be yin dominant. Your facial features should be extremely yin dominant. If your dominant answers are in column E, your yin-yang balance is extreme, soft yin. Your Kibbe image identity is romantic. If your answers are dominant in column E and or column D, with several answers in column A as a secondary force, your yin-yang balance is soft yin with a slight yang undercurrent. Your Kibbe image identity is theatrical romantic. Note, to qualify for this theme, your body type flesh and your facial features should be yin dominant, while your bone structure should be slightly yang influenced. Thank you so much for taking the Kibbe body types quiz with me. I hope you found out your Kibbe body type. Let me know your results in the comments down below. I would love to know what you discovered. If you have any questions or thoughts, put them in the comments below too. But stay tuned because I will be doing a detailed video on each body type with tips on how to dress for your specific Kibbe body type. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Till then, bye.